Welcome back, crafty friends. It's Alicia of the Me Crafty YouTube channel, and today it is time for episode number 6, I believe, of the Oh So Inspired collaboration. Today we have all of the awesome ladies who have joined us for the last few rounds, as well as a couple new additions to the team. So below in the link box, I have put some asterisks by those ladies. Please make sure to go and check out their channels today. And as always, if you could give everybody a thumbs up, leave some love, that would be great. For this episode, the inspiration piece was a shaker card by Jennifer McGuire. And on her card, she used Tulle, just like you can get at Hobby Lobby or any craft store probably, instead of clear acetate to make her shaker pocket. And I really like the way it gives kind of like a frosted look into the shaker window, and the sequins move around really nicely in between those two layers of tulle. So instead of making a card for my project, I wanted to use a new die I got on clearance at Hobby Lobby to make a gift card holder. It is a Sizzix Bigs die, so it is one of the thicker ones, and the die cuts out 1/2 of the box, so you have to cut 2 pieces of that, and then you put it together to make this cute little carton, and inside you can fit a gift card. So I'll go ahead and open it up just so you can see, but I just used some gold and white twine to tie it shut. It does close by itself with the little tabs, but since it has the holes, I thought I would fill those up with something. So if you look inside, you can see a gift card just fits right in there. So here's a little video on how I made this. I hope you enjoy. For today's project, I'm using a Sizzix Bigs die, a set of dies from Spellbinders, and the Midnight Garden paper collection by Recollection. And Tulle, of course. Once I selected the pattern cardstock I was going to use for the gift card box, I measured the die so I would know how big to cut each of the 2 pieces to fit the die accordingly. As I mentioned earlier in the video, you have to cut 2 of the dies to make the gift card box. And because this is a Sizzix Bigs die, I was able to cut both of those at one time. Here I am using one of the Label 17 nesting dies to create a window on one of the die cut pieces. Before I can put the tulle onto the back, I needed to make a border of adhesive, and that way the tulle sticks nicely and no sequins start to slip out. I do have to say, if I did this over, I would probably use red line tape. The second day when I went back to look at the gift card box, some of the stickiness had came up off of the tulle. Next up, I needed to make the other side of the shaker pocket. So what I'm doing here is just measuring that inside little area. I'm going to cut a piece of scrap white cardstock to fit, and then I'm going to use that same Label 17 die to make another window in the white piece of cardstock. Whenever I need a die to be on a certain place on a piece of paper, I always use the blue Scotch removable tape. I do not have a magnetic board for my Cuttlebug, so this helps a lot. To add the tulle to the frame, I do the same as with the box itself. I just put adhesive all the way around the opening, and then I laid that down on the tulle. Here I am cutting off the excess tulle from that piece so I can get ready to adhere it to the box. Once I have my sequins mixed up and placed into the window, I added adhesive to the second side of my inner frame and placed that right over the top. Now that the shaker window is all done, it is time for me to put the box together. This is actually the first time I've used the die, so this took me a little bit longer today than it probably will from now on. Bear with me. To finish the box off, I got out some white and gold twine and just threaded that through the holes at the top and tied a bow. I hope you liked that little look at how I completed my project for today. As you can tell, I was inspired by the Tulle shaker window that Jennifer had created in her card. I have linked that video below. Make sure to go check that out. Now that you have seen my project, if you enjoyed my video, I hope you'll give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions at all, feel free to leave those below and I'll answer them just as soon as I can. Now is the time where I hope that you will click on the description box below and go and watch each of the other ladies' videos. If you might like to join us for the Oh So Inspired collaboration, I do have a call out for our July through December term or team, and I will link that below as well. We are always looking for new crafty YouTubers. Thanks so much for stopping by.